They would be playing football or basketball or baseball, and whatever was being played, it was tough because they were playing it without me. And it hurt even more to have asthma as a young kid on a hot day. On a hot day, in Portland it rains all the time. Okay, it rains all the time. So when there's a nice day, you gotta get out there and enjoy. You gotta get out there and play and rough it up and do everything that everybody else is doing. But when you have asthma, and see, my mother knew about asthma because her aunt in Mississippi actually had asthma and severe asthma, and I remember going to her funeral. She died of asthma. So the fear was that, you know, I could actually die from asthma. I don't know if kids know that, that you can actually die from bronchial asthma. And my aunt actually died from it. And I went to her funeral in Mississippi, so it was a very sad and scary time for me to know that I could actually die from this lung condition. And it wasn't a lot of knowledge, at least as far as I know, it wasn't a lot of knowledge about asthma back then. Everybody didn't know the things that they know now. I remember this medication called, I believe it was called Tetrol. And it was like syrup, it was like a cough syrup type of, it was like a yellow stuff that they kept in the refrigerator, like a yellow cough syrup. You take teaspoons of it or tablespoons of it. It was sweet, and I used to hate that. I used to hate that. I mean, it wasn't like it was terrible to taste, but it just, I don't know, the connection to it just, I don't know, it just meant, and it never seemed to help. And for some reason or another, my parents didn't believe in inhalers. Like, I had a friend around the corner who also had asthma. And he had asthma maybe worse than I did, very young, but as he got older, he started growing out of it, and I still had it. But he had inhalers. It was probably some of the earlier inhalers. He would, and he would feel better. I asked my parents, how can I get one of those? Like, that stuff don't work, or we don't know about that, or your doctor doesn't recommend that. Whatever the case was, I never had an inhaler, so I never had any, they call them rescue inhalers now. So I never had any rescue. Instead, what I would do was go in the bathroom, and they would turn on the shower and close the door and let the steam come in. You'd sit there, you know, take an involuntary steam bath, letting the steam come in. That's supposed to loosen your lungs up, right? You know, and then you put Vicks Vapor Up on your chest, and you put some in your nose, and you actually swallow some Vicks Vapor Up. Swallow a big, like, tablespoon of Vicks Vapor Up. That's supposed to help you. But I don't remember anything ever helping. All right? I remember in the 7th grade, I wanted to go play football, to play tackle football. But my mother knew my history of asthma, like, nah. First of all, in 6th grade, I wanted to play. In 7th grade, I wanted to play. But she said, okay, all right, but if you get sick, you're not going to be able to play. So I went out and tried out for the team, and I made it. But I came home, and I was, my mother like, what are you doing? Let me look at you. You got asthma, don't you? And it was against everything that she knew to not let me go out there and do it. But she had to, I was getting older, and she let me make a few decisions for myself. My father like, let the boy go out there and try. So I went out there and tried, and I made the team. This is the sixth grade. The 6th grade I went out there, and I got so sick. Because grass, I was allergic to grass, weeds, pollen, certain trees. I mean, I was allergic to dust, cat dander. I have a hard time with cats to this day because they used to make me sick. So it was a lot. Being a very young kid, it was tough.